What's the galaxy coming to? Hutt's invading, planets cracking in half, and now whatever it was. Somebody tell me what that was.
It appeared to be a droid, Mayor.
Here I was, thinking it was a shiny Wookiee on stilts wearing turbo lasers for a hat. A droid indeed. Who the blazes are you?
I'm a Jedi Knight, here to protect you on behalf of Shalem Avesta and the Galactic Republic.
Thought as much, what with the lightsaber and all. Good. This mesa's already collapsing. Now, I've got wounded people everywhere, and all the working shuttle pads are outside town.
Shalem can get more shuttles for the evacuation.
What we really need is the one thing those Hutts won't give us. Time.
Mayor, we're getting emergency alerts. The Hutts are landing reinforcements, mercenaries, and more of those droids.
More of those, okay.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I'm the one-legged woman at the droid kicking contest.
They're holding the shuttle pads. We'll never get off the mesa unless someone drives the enemy off.
Yeah, I know, it's my
Leave the
problem.
Hutt forces to me. I'll open the routes out of here. You be ready to move your people.
Just clearing off the pads isn't enough, though. We need to stop the Hutts from landing more reinforcements until we've all evacuated.
So what?
We could erect energy shields, Mayor. Cover the pads so they can only be used for flying out.
What happens if you get
So
shot on the way
there,
out?
you're actually useful. If we got you some energy shields, could you set them up at each landing pad?
Yeah.
You can count on me. Complicated missions are my specialty. I'll clear the shuttle pads and make sure they won't work for the Hutts.
I love, like,
Gather the
canon-wise,
wounded,
I'm the
prep for
only
evacuation
Jedi
on the double.
hero on the
We are leaving.
Republic hero on the entire planet right now, and I'm doing all
Take
of
these
the
energy
work.
shields. Activate them at the landing pads. Good luck.
Yep, thank you.
That's far enough, thank you. I doubt even the Force can stop me from pulling this trigger. Best not to try.
Yeah,
Please, the next groundquake could destroy this mesa. Kill us all.
Then let's keep the negotiations brief, hmm?
Yeah, you're Imperial.
We've done no
Why
harm
do
to
you
these people. All we seek is the droid's Isotope 5 power supply.
What does the Empire know about Isotope 5?
You misunderstand my position. I don't know what the substance is, nor do I care. I'm simply following orders to recover samples. No time for debate. Let us have the Isotope 5, or we'll be forced to execute the prisoners. I'm sure no one wants that.
My only interest is saving lives. Leave quickly, and there'll be no need for violence.
I want to kill him.
A Jedi committed to peace. How refreshing. Men, gather what we came for.
Also, new gloves. Not sure how I feel about them. Better stats than the other ones.
Thought we were deader than a depleted reactor. Thanks. I'm sure it wasn't easy letting those Imperials go.
The Republic doesn't throw away its people just to win an argument.
Had my doubts when Shalem pledged Makeb to you folks. But I've got no complaints now.
Hey, that's good.
We better get moving.
I'll tell Shalem to expect wounded.
That's perfectly fine.
Mayor, good to see you alive. I trust everything is under control?
Yeah.
This
nope.
mesa's falling apart under our feet, and we've got wounded. We need a destination for these people right away.
We'll have medics standing by at the refugee center, Mayor. Take your people there. I've set up a new camp near the Ark construction site. You have the coordinates. Meet me to plot our next move.
We'll be there soon, Shalem. Do you have a plan in mind?
The Republic sent down a top engineer to review the Ark's schematics. He's made some interesting discoveries. Hurry.
Oh no. This is gonna lead to more problems than solve them, isn't it? Alright, heading back.
Ah, you're here. Good news. Tarlem's refugees evacuated safely, and no fresh reports of Taboro's droids. You bought us time, and we'll need it. This is Gazadar, one of the Republic's top engineers, and a brave man for coming down here.
Couldn't pass up a chance to thank the legendary Jedi who saved Coruscant. I was there when you stopped the planet prison.
I thought you were a scientist. Sounds more like you're running for the Senate.
I'm good with machines, but people are my real passion.
Gaz just made it through the analysis of the Ark schematics. I'm sad to report that Taboro wasn't lying.
The Ark was specifically built to run on Isotope 5. It's the only energy source capable of pushing that massive vessel through Makeb's atmosphere.
Those war droids Tabaro sent to attack Tarlem also ran on Isotope 5. Maybe we could convert their power cores into fuel.
You'd be acquiring it in such small amounts that we'd never get enough before Makeb's core goes critical.
Then we need the real brains behind the Hutt Cartel's operations here. Dr. Juvard Ilip Ogorab. And we know where he is.
Whoa. The only 5-time winner of the Bayodur Science Prize is on Makeb? Are you saying he designed the Ark?
Probably those droids, too. Dr. Ogorov has been holed up at the Sanctuary Research Complex since before his people invaded. If anyone knows about Isotope 5, it's him.
Why would a Hutt scientist help us at all? Isn't he with the Cartel?
Dr. Ogorov is well respected across the galaxy. For a Hutt, he's pretty reasonable. The Sanctuary Research Complex is one of the most advanced experimental laboratories in the galaxy. It's on an isolated mesa completely under Hutt control.
Meaning that it's
There's
going
no
to be
telling
impossible
what
to
sort of
get in
defenses
there.
a genius like Dr. Ogorov has there. And you'll be going in blind.
Once again, I
There are data access
did kill the
terminals on
Emperor.
Sanctuary's testing grounds. Try accessing one. It might let you disable any unwelcome surprises. Otherwise,
Option
good luck.
2.
I promise to stay alive. You'll be worried sick the whole time I'm gone, won't you?
I've been worried sick since before you landed on Makeb.
We're only getting one chance at this.
Burn.
We can't afford to be wrong about anything. Dr. Ogorov has the knowledge we need.
And please, for the love of science, don't hurt Dr. Ogorov. I didn't bring a way to preserve his brain.
You kid, you're gonna go far.
It's high time you Republic agitators showed up. Toboro and his brutes have this entire facility captive. I was wondering if you'd ever bother liberating it.
The Republic sent me here to protect its people from a Hutt invasion. The word you're looking for is defender.
No offense intended. I'm confident you are quite the hero. There are many on this mesa being forced to work as slaves. We would be honored to aid your attack. We possess detailed data on the lethal security grid Toboro installed across the mesa. We'll help you destroy it so you can enter the main complex, and we can escape.
If you have information, now's the time to share it. Things are about to get loud.
I am transmitting data on several key objectives. Each will provide you ample opportunity to convey your displeasure with Toboro. Stand by. Follow those instructions precisely. You'll not only gain access to the main complex, you'll destroy Toboro's security grid. We'll speak again when you reach the main complex entrance.
Sounds easy enough.
Toboro's security grid is down. We're entering the main complex.
Splendiferous! You've eliminated many of that bully's unforgivably barbaric thugs, but more remain inside the complex. Once you've eliminated them and disabled any internal defenses, we will evacuate Sanctuary. Your heroics are most appreciated, and we will return the favor. It is obvious you came for the illustrious Dr. Ogorov. We're transmitting his coordinates so that you may quickly find him. Best of luck.
I feel like this is a trap.
Yo canta patachawa Moki ile mawata La joba num botafa Avatikuna chitu nik na nolia Jobe chupa Kasoya ikoi Radoe tapa chapapa.
The Republic hasn't made friends with the Empire, and the Doctor doesn't work for us. Not yet, anyway.
Yeah.
Agua bosca puño Oscar Tuchi puna puna Manchi kapuk Nume slimo Ochimo Ubanchone alipa isti patoga.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
Churlish nincompoop. You can see why I was forced to lend my brilliance to your assault. I'm glad you're here.
He speaks
My
common.
apologies for the earlier subterfuge. A necessary contrivance. Toboro seized control of my defenses and was watching me closely. But I am no one's prisoner.
You helped us defeat your own security grid. I thought your people only spoke in Huttese.
All Hutts can speak your language. We simply choose not to. Given the circumstances, I prefer to avoid linguistic misunderstandings. We have complementary goals. You want what Toboro possesses, and I wish very much not to die here. Provide me with transport off this doomed planet. I will aid your efforts to recover the Isotope 5 fuel rods that power Toboro's Ark.
You're the only halfway decent Hutt we've met in a while. I suppose that should count for something.
How fortunate for me that my brethren have profoundly lowered your expectations. I have a personal shuttle here. It's large enough to accommodate us all. Thanks to you, we can now fly. We should leave before Tabaro sends an army to kill us. Take me to your allies, and I will explain what must be done.
Wow. He speaks common. That's cool, I guess. A little odd. Okay. There, I brought you a Hutt.
Doctor, it's such an honor. I'm so glad we weren't forced to kill you.
Don't make our guest any more nervous than he already is. The Republic only kills in self-defense.
As I saw on our flight from Sanctuary, you specialize in artful property damage.
Now that you're here, what can you tell us about Isotope 5? How does it fuel the Ark?
Isotope 5.
Trust you.
Tabaro's great discovery at the center of Makeb. Something truly unique in all the galaxy, and worth destroying this planet to obtain. Imagine a substance as light as shimmer silk, but stronger than Durasteel. It distorts gravity and electromagnetic fields so predictably that it can be refined into fuel. Isotope 5 has limitless potential to remake this galaxy. Those droids you battled were first-generation prototypes.
Hey,
Playthings.
those things
In
are
Tabaro's
pretty
hands,
dangerous.
these weapons will oppress entire sectors. The Cartel will become as bad as the Empire. Maybe worse.
More profitable than the Imperials, one would hope. Honestly, we don't know how they support themselves. I crafted a beautiful set of Isotope 5 fuel rods to power Tabaro's Ark. Some of my finest work, but you'll never see it.
Why not?
According to my data stream, Tabaro has increased mining production to maximum levels. Makeb's destruction will arrive far ahead of schedule. You have a spacecraft, yes? We should depart immediately.
We won't abandon millions of Makeb refugees. You said you could help us get the fuel rods back.
That was before I saw the latest updates on Tabaro's drilling operations.
The mining platforms are massive lasers drilling directly into the planet. Shutting them down would release core pressure and buy us time.
Attacking the mining platforms would be suicidal. Even worse, it might kill me. Wait, why do I get the feeling you're serious?
What does Tabaro have guarding these mining platforms?
With a steady supply of raw Isotope 5, my former employer can power a multitude of devices designed to exterminate all trespassers.
We need to deactivate all of Tabaro's mining platforms. That's the only way to slow Makeb's destruction until we can get the Ark's fuel rods.
Well,
I
great.
fear it won't be as easy as flipping switches. The platforms and their control rooms will be heavily defended.
Yeah.
Everything on this planet has been an ordeal. I'd hate to break our perfect record. But don't worry. Those drilling lasers are going offline.
If they don't, I doubt we'll see each other again. I'll have a transport to the mining platforms prepped for you immediately. Keep us apprised of your progress.
Alright, here we go. Again. I'm gonna record this because I've realized that there is no Isotope 5 droid fight yet, if my frames would actually work. So I'm going to fight one of these things. That's what they look like. They're pretty damn scary. And they have a lot of health. Did I mention that? Yep, there we go. Hit him with Force Stasis, hit him with Master Stroke. Bolt him. Guardian Strike. Armor reduction. They do a surprising amount of damage. Master Strike, come on. There we go. Perfect. Okay.
Thanks for the assist.
Well, this is the third.
Private
the third
Vanilla, 8th Imperial
one of these I
Infantry.
fought through.
Might keep your distance. Insides leaking out.
Yeah.
Don't
we're
try to
gonna-
move. We'll transport you out of here.
Generous, but a waste of effort. Not much time. So listen. Wasn't always Imperial military. Born on Makeb.
That's
Caught wind of the Hutt
interesting.
takeover and volunteered for this. Defend my old home.
You don't sound like a typical Imperial. Didn't realize the military was recruiting outside their space.
Was this or mining? Bad choice, looking back.
Yeah,
Orders
I
were
don't
to
think either was fine.
steal Isotope 5. But I wanted to help your evacuation. Still have friends and family here. Shutting down drills, not enough. Need to open emergency release valves at primary control center. Reduce core pressure.
Okay.
Where is this primary control center? We'll go right away.
Have the coordinates. Controls are locked down. You'll need help. Use Slicer Spike in Control Center's mainframe. Override Hutt security lockout. Take control. Vent the core. Control Center's heavily guarded. Sorry, that part's on you. Please get my people off this rock.
On my honor as a Jedi, your loved ones will be saved.
This is another sad moment.
Wish I could stay.
Like, that ominous background music. This is a sad moment, and I feel sad. Because he's a hero. Despite being an Imperial, he is a hero. So yeah, okay, I'm going to shut this down, and then I'll cut back once we get to the core release, or the next cut.
Lambda, Gez, we're at the drilling site's primary control center. An Imperial soldier, an ex-native, told us to open the emergency release valves. And he said it was the only way to release planetary core pressure. Do you agree?
Tectonic vibrations are still off the charts. Coranto Mesa just exploded. Good thing we're not there. Those drilling lasers were working overtime. The heat buildup beneath the planet's crust is massive. Venting the core would cool things off.
Sounds like it's our only option. Slicing the mainframe now.
Shh. Sorry about that, not sure if that's enough. Well, that collapsed another mesa.
It's working. Readings show seismic activity falling quickly. That should buy you enough time to get the Ark's fuel rods.
Alright.
I think it's time we finally paid Deborah a visit in person. Where can we find that Hutt?
You don't want to go anywhere near him until you get help from our new friends. We've had an interesting development while you were gone. Dr. Ogorab isn't the only Hutt on Makeb who's changing sides. The local Hutt cartel leaders, minus Taboro, want to negotiate with you personally. Hurry back to camp and meet us in the diplomatic tent.
I'm a Jedi, not a senator. Damn it, Jim, I'm a Jedi, not a senator. What do I know about negotiating with Hutts? Alright, on the way back.
You sold us out to that maniac Taboro? Now that he's turned on you, we're supposed to save your skins? Incredible.
Had we known Taboro was insane, we never would have supported him. He is no longer Hutt Cartel. We formally shun him. However, in breaking ties with Taboro, we find ourselves stranded on Makeb with you. We are prepared to offer generous compensation for seating and cargo space aboard the Ark.
Cargo? Are you delusional? Your bodies take up more room than a dozen good people.
Ah, one of the
Navigations
Republic's
aren't going
greatest
well,
heroes. Just the person we could use to bring some wisdom and perspective to the discussion.
I'm still
Most of my
not a
negotiations
senator.
occur with a lightsaber, but I'm always open to alternatives.
The Hutt leaders on Makeb sent an expendable diplomacy droid for a reason. Cowards.
Most revered Republic champions, my masters apologize for this unfortunate situation. Surely we can reach a state of mutually beneficial recompense and earn passage aboard the Ark?
My people deserve rescue. The Hutt cartel's leaders can't just beg their way out.
Shalem's right. But these are the most powerful Hutts in the galaxy. We can name our price to save their lives, and think what that means for defeating the Empire.
You think we should combine forces with the Hutts and attack the Empire together?
We can't lose sight of the real enemy here, or how much the Hutts fear you. Taboro has lost his mind, and these cartel leaders know it. They can't go back to him. They need us.
Honored Republic heroes, you are known for mercy and greatness. Can you find it within yourselves to forgive our profound error in judgment?
It's easy to have a change of heart when your life is in danger. Show me that you won't revert back to your old ways once you're off Makeb.
Yeah, pretty much.
Honored Republic negotiators, my masters will happily continue debasing themselves, but Makeb's time grows short. If you provide safe passage for my masters and their cargo, they will fully commit the cartel to an alliance with the Republic. Surely you find this agreeable?
Inform your masters that they'll be allowed to board the Ark with the other refugees. Personal belongings will be loaded as space permits. First priority will be given to food, medicine, and other items essential to survival. our rhodium-plated statues will not qualify. We'll negotiate exactly what responsibilities the cartel has to the Republic once this crisis is over. We'll expect full cooperation.
Yeah, and the horse you rode in on.
My masters wish no further hostilities with you. The offer is accepted without condition.
Well, yeah,
I think you're the
reasonable.
first in galactic history to force the Hutts into a deal they can't afford. Now all we need are those fuel rods. Dr. Ogorab is with Shalem. You should coordinate with them.
Alright, thanks. Can do.